Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is a bit of Data. Welcome back to Mini Motorways for, oh my goodness, that was very bright. For what I suspect will be the last time. We have completed every single map, up to a score of 2,000, and one, or two, I think, actually, up to a score of 3,000. Manila, I think, is our best, and I'm pretty darn happy with it. Anyway, Munich is the only remaining city that we have yet to achieve a score of 2,000 on. But that being said, it looks like most of my friends also are struggling to try and get it to 2,000 as well. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can try and achieve that goal. If we are able to achieve that goal, excellent. Then I think that will summon in the end of the series. It sounds sad, but truthfully, I mean, this has been a tremendous game. I've really enjoyed playing it. It is brilliant. But let's not write it off quite yet, because you never know. We might fail to achieve. We might fail to achieve that score, that magical score of 2,000 over the course of this episode. If we do, we might have to do a cheeky little extra episode just to see if we can try and make it possible. Why have I struggled with this specific map so much? I have absolutely no idea. But we are going to be using all of the knowledge that we have learnt over the course of the past, I don't know, how many episodes have we done now? Like, 15 or something? Over the course of the past 15 episodes, we're going to see if we can try and transform all of that knowledge and learning into progress. So we're going to be blocking off this area here. This area is going to be blocked off because we really don't want to see another hub spawn over here. Ideally, we don't want to see another hub spawn over there. We're going to take a bridge, of course, and we're going to block the spawning of a hub up here too. But I'm quite content for a hub to spawn over here, and I'm very content for a hub to start spawning over here. So that's something that we will accept. We will also try our very best to make sure that we have no four-way junctions anywhere. We'll try and make sure that we keep all of the junctions to 3 or less. And we're never gonna take traffic lights. We're never gonna take traffic lights. Yeah, you know what, this episode, if all goes well, it's just gonna be like a big old top tip list of what to do. Rework this a little bit. It's gonna be a top tip list of what to do in order to achieve a super duper high score in Mini Motorways. And let's do, sure, we'll do that. That's fine. That keeps everything somewhat fresh and clean. The only way that it wouldn't be fresh and clean, if in fact even that is a three-way junction there, and then a three-way junction here too. That's brilliant for us. That's excellent. That's really good. Of course, we're going to take the non-traffic light option. I wonder if there's a way to buff traffic lights. I wonder if there is a way to buff traffic lights. We'll put in a bridge here for now, even though I don't really care about bridges. Very happy with that spawn over there. Keep blocking this area up over here, just to make sure that we're keeping on top of things. This is a little bit funky, but to be frank, I'm very okay with it, actually. Very okay with it. Keep connecting as we go. Lovely. Don't really care about anything spawning elsewhere. I mean, it would be a little inconvenient if something spawned over here. Little inconvenient if something spawned up here now. So we'll keep blocking that off. Little inconvenient if it spawned right here, but we're fine if it spawns over in this vicinity. That would be okay. We still have loads and loads of road tiles, and we're not giving the video game much of an opportunity to spawn stuff. So let's block that off as well, just so that it doesn't spawn directly behind the facility over here. But pretty much anywhere else, I think that we're happy with. Block that off just in case. Up here, we're quite content with. In fact, I'll take that out just in case the video game wants to give us another color. We're gonna take another roundabout, which I feel like we should squeeze into here just for the sake of doing it, really. Pretty much exactly where I predicted I would be happy with a spawn. It spawned a thing. So, yay, that's very good news. Let's fix the junctions, and we shall press onwards. This is nice. This is very nice. Block this spawn. Block this spawn. Block this spawn. Anything else that I don't really care about? Fine with it spawning, the video game spawning a bunch of stuff up at the top here. That's okay. Fine with the spawn up here. A little bit less okay with the spawn directly behind the purple building, but everywhere else is pretty much okay with me. I was away to say I might as well block the island, but truth be told, not even particularly bothered about blocking the island. Chances are, we're only... Yeah, that's exactly why I just unblocked the island. Chances are, if we do see any color spawn on the island, it will just be light blue, which probably is beneficial to us, I think. That's super good. And in fact, tell you what, this is a good opportunity for a roundabout in there. Yep, let's put a roundabout in there. Let's take a bridge. Bridge is still a slightly higher priority than a roundabout, even if we don't necessarily have any uses for a bridge right now. We'll do that. Could skip the corner there, which is exactly what we'll do. Bring this all the way across the top and down. Very, very simple. Take that out. Oh, no, put that back in. But take that out just so that we don't have any junctions, because if we do have junctions, there will be problems. There will be problems. Always avoid junctions if you can. And we can, so we will. Right, I will block up the rest of the island just in case. It's got to be a blue that spawns here. If it's not a blue, I'll be shocked. Let's block this area off, just because I kind of need this route to not be interrupted. That can be adjusted a little bit. Nothing's going to spawn in the middle here, I don't think. Don't spawn anything down here. Or here, or here, or here. But everywhere else, I'm pretty content with stuff spawning. Keep the island blocked off just in case. This is starting to look absolutely crazy, but I kind of dig it in a major way. It's got a nice vibe, you know. Cool. Nice. Very content with that. Look at that, a blue spawn as well. That works out super well. That works out super well. Any other places that I don't really want to see a spawn? I was a way to say this area would be a little bit inconvenient, but to be honest, I'm kind of okay with that. The only issue that I really have is the length of time that it's going to take stuff to get over there. And to be honest, to me, this screams of a great excuse to get a motorway deployed. That's a bit of a four-way junction there. Let's rework that. I'm not particularly good at monitoring like motorway connection junctions. I feel like I need to do a little bit better at that, but that's something to improve on. That's something to improve on for sure. This is looking like a pretty robust network so far. Let's clean up this area a little bit. No real areas of concern at present. We're absolutely going to take our next motorway. If I was able to get 9 motorways into the game, I would be so unbelievably happy. But alas, I don't think that I'm going to be offered 9 motorways. That is just about the best. That's just about the best thing that we could have possibly seen. There we go. We don't have a roundabout to stick in here, unfortunately, so guess we're just going to leave that to do whatever it needs to do. All right, upgraded white. Let's go. Ooh. If we have to do that, then we have to do that. That's fine. Let's just merge. Yeah, merge there. That's perfect. Yeah, keep it fresh, keep it flexible, keep it real. In fact, I tell you what, we got a real opportunity just to do something like that. Look at that. I think that's actually going to make the route a little quicker for white vehicles. I hope. Should mean that it's going to take a little bit of pressure off the roundabout, which is kind of nice. No real stressful areas at this moment in time. Everything is looking fine. This needs to get taken down here. This needs to get taken down there. Let's simplify to a point in preparation for either introducing a motorway here or just what I'm doing right now, linking this up, just in case we need any extra help. This light blue area does seem to be, yeah, interesting. I'm gonna block coastal. I'm just gonna change my focus for a brief second there. I'm gonna block off the coastal tiles. I've got spare road. I might as well do that. Let's make sure that no coastal tiles can spawn. Disconnect the purple, disconnect that white. Everything's flowing smoothly. Yeah, what I was gonna say is light blue has a tendency to just absolutely take off and become unbelievably difficult to manage. So why don't we just get on top of this in the first instance and preemptively shut that down. That's a 4th motorway. That's very, very fortuitous. So, where are the problematic areas right now? First of all, we need to fix pink. Pink is a little bit of a problem. And the reason that pink is a problem is because we have got 4 pink areas dedicated. Yeah, dedicated to this building. Let's take it down to 3, then we'll move this up to the north. Blue, light blue specifically, we're going to drag out here, connect that up there. Now, that might need a little bit of extra support at some point soon, but we'll worry about that a little bit later on. This junction is messy. It needs to be fixed. That fixes the junction. Then we need to address the whole white issue. And I think, to be honest, what do I care about? What do I care about? How do we get this into a nice place? Let's do this, disconnect that, and then let's, again, trying to make sure that we don't end up creating a mess. We'll do that there. Right, we can fix this if we need to. We can change the number of houses allocated to each place. I think we'll actually do that instead. Yeah, so we'll keep 3 white houses supplying to this mall right here. And then everything else can be supplying to the big ones. This white house here is pretty inconvenient. Very inconvenient, I would say. Let's do that. So that's going to help with the red supply, which almost certainly is not going to be enough. Pink supply seems to have been sorted now. We still have 2 motorways spare, which is excellent. We are absolutely bang out of road tiles, though, unless we wanted to clean up some of the spawn blocking tiles that we've deployed tactically. And I might just do that in order to, yeah, try and extend some of the coastal blocking squares. I think that we might have reached maximum map size, which is brilliant. Seen a lot of purple spawn in weird and wacky locations. So I think that I'm kind of anticipating a purple spawn. I'm going to deal with this pink in just a microsecond. We're going to wait until the end of the week. Bridges, nope, we're not going to take a Jeff Bridges. We are going to take... There we go. We're going to take some more road tiles because that's going to come in handy for this area here. In the same vein, I'm actually going to route some light blue around. Ooh, okay. This is interesting. This is interesting. Change of plan. Motorway up here. Yeah. Don't love to have to do it, but we're gonna have to do it. There is no other way to avoid it, unfortunately. It's just something that we gotta do. The red cars are in high demand. I hate this. This little bit of nonsense is costing me. Right, pink up there. Let's disconnect this. Also, this purple tile that spawned here, we're gonna need to... Oof. Is there a way that we can... It's difficult to freaking see. There's no way that we can... Yeah, there's no way that we can get between here without touching the purple route or touching the motorway here. We could always do that. But even that will end up conflicting. It's not going to end up being a massive pain in the backside, probably. Also, oh, that's a bad mistake that I just made there. Because I kind of wanted to connect up these 4 purple things via a motorway to here. But it looks like actually connecting that has been grand. You never know. This might just work as a strategy. I'm not sure. Right. Let's also fix this purple area up here. Oops. Again, the motorway mathematics doesn't really work, but it's fine. Take that back, but make sure that we block the spawn over there just to be on the safe side. All right, we're at 1,100. How do I feel about things as they stand? Not truthfully brilliant. I don't like this junction here. I really, really, really dislike this junction here. And yet, I feel there's probably a better way of doing this. I mean, if I just decide to take the route below, that does kind of rectify the situation, I guess. Yeah, let's give that a punt, eh? Let's give that a punt. Hey, there we go. Look, we're seeing another purple spawn as well, which is grand. Drag that down to the bottom, drag that up to there, that into there. That's a whole section of 3 ways now. Almost all 3 ways. There's a 1 4-way in there, but that's fine. Disconnect that, disconnect that. Make sure that there's no additional... Make sure that there's no additional buildings that are just, you know, managing to squeeze themselves onto the motorway. This is a little nasty here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move this across to here. Bend that out the way just for a millisecond. Connect this. Connect this up to there. Disconnect that. Bring that down here. Right, it's difficult to see what's going on because of my spawn blockers. But anyway, white cars have been slightly reallocated. We may have to do more in order to fix that at some point. This is also getting a little bit out of control. Let's yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Also, there's a lot of stuff going on up here that I really wasn't paying attention to. We'll add a little bit of additional capacity. And in fact, can we squeeze a... We can squeeze a route in there. Right. Is that going to be a net positive, or is that going to be a net negative? Truthfully, it could go either way. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll at least give it a shot. We'll give it a chance to prove itself. The white route seems to be working out fine. We need to keep an eye on this area. We need to keep an eye on this area just to make sure that we don't get super overwhelmed by white vehicles. That is important. I mean, things are looking good. Things are looking fine. Light blue hasn't destroyed my prospects quite yet. But there's always a chance. That's a 4-way junction that I've just created there. I can do better. Yep, there we go. 30 road tiles? Abso-freaking-lutely. I'll take the 30 road tiles. Right, grouping of white, which means that we might see a little bit of an increase in white traffic. Can't really do anything about that at the moment without an additional motorway, so we're just gonna have to leave it, I guess. Disconnect that, rework the blue. How are we doing with pink supply over here? This is looking a little bit dodgy. There's not even a way that we can thread this pink house all the way over here without it touching. Actually, tell a lie. There is a way. There we go. Let's see if that makes a difference. I think that it will. I think that it will. I think that, yeah, I think these 2 pink cars are going to be closest, and therefore it's going to be quite useful. Connect that up, I guess. Gives us more reds to use in this vicinity. I really hate this over here. Yeah, we've created a little bit of a monster in this area. I'm not happy with that, but it does give us a little bit of extra red capacity on this route, which is actually what we need. This needs to get connected up here. Actually, what am I talking about? No, it doesn't. Drag this down here, drag that up there. Fine, we need to do that there anyway. Let's use one of our precious bridges to deploy these 2 red facilities. Right. It's messy. It's messy. It's messy. It's messy. It's messy indeed. I don't like this. I don't like this at all, but we do have a lot of red capacity here. We do have a lot of red capacity. Okay. Put that in there. I don't like connecting the road networks up, but we're going to do it because I want to create a stonking great long bridge in order to get up to there. Block a thing over there. And that should allow, if I'm not mistaken, my calculations say that I should be able to disconnect these two routes. We're at 1,000, we're at 1,700. 1,700, what am I talking about? We're at 1,900. That's looking very, very positive. White is looking dangerous. In fact, everywhere is looking dangerous. Everywhere is looking dangerous. Let's, whilst I can, down here. There we go. Okay. That's looking good. Connect that up too. So I think we're fine for red. White, I just have to hope is going to sort itself, which is a ridiculously optimistic point of view to take. But I'm an optimistic type of guy, so therefore I'm gonna continue to believe that. Red we've sorted, which is grand. White is not gonna sort itself. I realize that now. I'm a naive idiot. Oh no. We can't do that. Okay, I didn't realize there was a motorway over there. Okay, we might not be too late to do something like this. I mean, look, we're in the last days of Rome here. The dying days of a great empire. Or a terrible empire. Or both. Right, let's do this. That's actually super handy. Yep. Okay, maybe a few more cars in here. Whoa, where'd these cars decide to go? Oh no, if that car right there decided to go to the right instead of the left, I think that we'd have made it. Funnily enough though, lo and freaking behold, we've done it. I mean, it wasn't huge. We gotta try that one more time. We gotta try that one more time just for good measure. It wasn't a huge endorsement of my technical ability to surpass 2,000. But to be honest, I think that is the ultimate proof that I have learned something over the course of playing this game. I understand how to consistently get, or reasonably consistently get, above 2,000, which I will be brutally honest is a huge accomplishment. A huge accomplishment. I am so unbelievably delighted that we've managed to get this far, and I don't want to say that it was easy, but I mean, up until things went drastically, horrifically, terribly wrong in Munich, I mean, things were fine. Things were very, very fine indeed. All right. I'll give myself a little extra challenge for this one. This time, we're not going to place any spawn blocking tiles. We're just going to let the game do what it needs to do. I mean, hey, I've surpassed all expectations, haven't I? Believe it or not, 85% of the video game's achievements are now mine. I've done it. I've really, really done it. And the rest of the achievements, I'll tell you, the rest of the achievements, with the exception of the achievement called Mum's Spaghetti, which I need to use all 9 motorways in one game for, with the exception of that, they are all, you know, achievements like build 25 tunnels over multiple games, build 50 tunnels over multiple games, place 50 traffic lights over multiple games, post a score in the daily challenge 7 times. They're all sort of achievements that you get after doing a certain activity multiple times. Whereas I think that I've got literally every achievement that asks us to surpass a score of 2,000. Certainly it seems that I have. And I am very, very proud of that fact, because boy, oh boy, what a journey we've been on. Hey, that's good. That's real good. That's real good for us. That is real good. Let's build a nice road network. You know, let's do less of this corner cutting business. Let's make a nice square network. you never know. We might just be rewarded with, we might be rewarded with a better score, or alternatively, we may very well just be rewarded with an absolutely trash score. This is why we spawn block, by the way. This over here is why we spawn block. I'm gonna use both my bridges, because why not? There we freaking go. Look at that route. It's horrific. I'm almost certainly gonna end up going back on my word and creating a network that's not totally square. Because I hate the way that this looks. I hate the way that this looks. It just looks dreadful, doesn't it? But no spawn blocking, and as square as a network as I can tolerate up until I can't, is what we're going to do. You never know. If I get a score of more than 2,000, if I surpass my old score, then, I mean, what will the lesson be? What will the lesson be there? The lesson will be, don't believe everything that people on the internet tell you, which, truthfully, is a lesson that probably everyone should be learning anyway. And I suspect that with the exception of the boomers, almost everyone has learned that lesson already. But hey-ho. You never know. My strategy might end up working. Alternatively, it might just fall apart into smithereens. We'll have to wait and see. That's part of the fun. That's fine, I guess. It looks a little iffy, but it's okay. Take a motorway. Take a motorway for now. I suspect that we'll be okay for this. Okay for this setup here. I dislike this so much. Sure. This is just dying for a motorway here, but I can't really squeeze it in. Once the map is a smidge bigger, we can do something about it. I've created a four-way junction. I hate that. I really hate that. Look at how slow the car slows down to. Right. Now that's okay. That's a fine spawn. There we go. And there we go. That's looking pretty good, if I do indeed say so myself. Everything's looking very, very square. Very, very official. If I had more bridges, I could do this purple route via... I do have more bridges. I could do this purple route via bridge. To be honest, I could do this route via bridge if I was willing to compromise my squareness principle, because then this bridge could curve around through the water, which I might do, but fine. We'll worry about that later. We'll worry about that later. If I get another bridge, then I can just draw right across here and everything can be sorted. Keep that locked. This is, by the way, I was gonna build like a brand new route across here and pre-build the whole thing, but now that we've got a pink spawning up here, not much I can do about that. Right, let's do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, do that. Nice. Okay. All right. And we're out of road tiles as well. Because everything looking square, believe it or not, costs a pretty horrific number of road tiles. Look at the amount of road tiles that we could shave off here if only we were a little bit more optimistic. Fine. There's gonna be pressure on this blue area right here. But you know what? I will withstand. I will withstand. We're ready to deploy. We are ready at a moment's notice to deploy this purple route. Once we get a few more road tiles at the end of the week, then we can maybe reallocate this motorway to help with the blue supply. Although, truth be told, the blue supply is actually looking fairly good at this moment in time. That's a four-way junction there. Let's disconnect that. Yep, blue supply is now looking somewhat strained. Very strained indeed. Is there pink on this route? There's no pink on this route. There can be pink on this route, though. Wait until the end of the week. Ooh, what a tantalizing choice. We're gonna take the motorway there. Okay. Most importantly, we get the tiles. Let's get this completed. Right, that leaves us with 7 tiles left. Is that enough to... That is enough to make that connection. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. I suspect it will be... It will be enough. Okay, that's still technically square. Let's get this out here. That's still technically square. Sure. And turn that around, and we'll be preparing to go in the other direction very, very soon indeed. That's fine. Not ideal, but fine. Alright, and we still have a backup motorway, if we need to. This is crazy, because this is working. That is why this is crazy. My right-angled network is surviving, surprisingly. Who'd have thunk it? The right angle, the most efficient way to make a turn. I don't actually believe that for a microsecond, but here we are. Sure, that's a right angle. Okay, then we'll connect that up once we get a few more road tiles. There we go. Keep on collecting. I'm going to take the 30 road tiles here. We might need the bridge for something later, but I think I value having more connections just in general, to be honest. Even this light blue area needs a little bit of extra support. Right, what can we do about this? Right, punt that across there. That needs to get connected up. Sure. Okay, this light blue area might end up being a little bit of a pain in the backside, but we'll address that later on. White, connect that up so that we can add a little bit of extra support to the what looks to be struggling white buildings here. Right, that's good. Connect that up there. That's fine. Let's go across there like that. A lot of blue vehicles are being dispatched here. A lot of blue vehicles being dispatched. We're running into some blue problems, but I have faith. We've got 4 road tiles left, and it is a Thursday. There's already white cars traveling on this route. The only thing is, I'm not going to be able to connect them up quite yet, unless we're able to save a tile somewhere, which I almost certainly am not. Although that being said, if we just yoink that off, then we can get the whites connected up fairly easily. Don't like this. Let's wait until Sunday before appraising the situation properly. A motorway would fix this situation tremendously. It's going to be a bit of a challenge as it is. Sure, let's take a motorway. For once there, I'm not actually certain that that was the right decision. Because what I was thinking that we could have done is connected up this facility and this facility with a road network around the back. And then loop this facility in here. I mean, we still might end up doing that if we want to save this motorway at some point. But for now, we'll leave that there. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, red cars. We'll add a few more red cars to the route here. Do we need any more light blue? Kinda, actually. Add more light blues into the mix. Okay, hope that the changes that we made is gonna give us enough red cars. I've created a huge number of 4-way junctions that I'm very, very embarrassed about, but to be honest, I'm committing hard to the meme right now, so, you know, I'm trying here. I'm trying. Mostly, we're still doing a decent job of isolating all of the networks. That's what's kind of good. That's having a little bit of a hissy fit up there. There's no way that we can get this down diagonal without, of course, breaking the meme. So this red facility basically cannot be connected. Although it looks like red has sort of fizzled. Looks like there's a little bit less red pressure. How on earth are we not getting the purple cars in here? Like, what the heck happened to purple demand? There's only one freaking purple house that isn't connected. What is happening? Motorway? No. What the heck happened to purple demand over here? Connect that up? Maybe. That's 2 additional purple cars. It's fine. There's no way really for us to connect these red houses, is there? Not without creating problems. Oops, nope, no. So we could do... We could do that. Now that is what we call in the business a mess. That's a filthy mess. But we'll do it. We'll do it because we need more red support. Okay. Purple up here. Oh, it's so messy. It's so messy. It's gonna delay the purple cars as well, which is a problem. Right, what spawned up here? Red? It's now on the same network where we can actually draw red cars, because these cars and these cars here. You know what? Just punt them all onto the same network. Sure, what the heck? We'll just create one massive monster road network, which I haven't done for about 30 episodes because it's a garbage way of playing the game. There's purple cars that are traveling miles, absolutely miles. Okay, tell you what, ditch that motorway. Ditch that motorway, do this. That's a great move there, Potato. That's a great move. That's going to allow us to create a motorway between the purple area up here and the purple area over here, which I think is going to save us a huge amount of time, effort, and energy, because this area is about to start going crazy. You can just see it. Like, I mean, look at the distance that these purple cars need to travel. It's quite large. In fact, I tell you what if we were to do that? Yeah, maybe that's not the craziest thing that I've ever done. It's pretty bad though. How on earth this area is still working, I have no idea. I tell you what, let's, instead of doing that with the motorway, let's get the motorway to go up here. That might end up fixing this red situation. Or it might not. It might just end up creating more traffic jams because the red cars are now able to travel all the way down here. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Not very. Kind of the opposite of cool. Yeah, no, not very cool at all, now that I think about it and look at it more analytically. Although, shockingly, we still have a road network. I am kind of surprised. Just connect everything. Just connect everything together. Just punt it all into the road network, Potato. I mean, what the heck, eh? Punt it all into the road network. Connect that one up. Hey, the blue isn't connected up. Yeah, let's get some more freaking blue cars involved in this party. This is chaos. This is absolute chaos. I'm starting to remember why I didn't link different colored road networks together. I mean, it's chaos. It's just chaos. Right angles also suck. Can you believe that? All right, let's do that. Two motorways for blue. It might make a difference. It might not. I don't think it is. I think that this motorway is... I think this motorway... not the motorway. I think this building is stuffed here. Look, I mean, this is just absolute chaos. The funny thing is that before I started, like, segmenting the networks, we always had, like, massive tailbacks like this. Now, not so much. We're actually mostly completely fine with them. But that was, of course, before I started realizing how bad right angles were, and also started to realize how important it was to make sure that all the networks weren't connected together. Because I mean, look at this. This is just a total mess. I mean, every single car on the network is connected. I mean, look, I think that this is gonna be, yep, this is gonna be the station that ends our run, and also ends the series. It was a good last little experiment. I had a grand old time doing it. I can't believe it. The first run of the day, the first time that we attempted it, we got 2,000 in Munich. I mean, that kind of torpedoed the rest of the episode, but I was glad that we were able to squeeze in a little experiment at the end there, and certainly I had a grand old time doing so. I hope you've enjoyed this series, ladies and gents. If you've enjoyed this series, consider supporting on Patreon. It helps make videos like this possible. It helps me continue to do this. But for now, from me, thank you as ever for watching. Thanks to Banana Nana and Aurelio for being the $225+ tier patron. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.